The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD BLACK NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WD BLACK Esports Club Pro League 4 Rainbow Six Siege, supported by Ubisoft and in association with AFK Gaming. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Baba Gusta, and I'm an Eisen, as we are here for Division 3, kicking off its third day and signaling the end of the second week of this season of the Pro League. Of course, we still have day 4 tomorrow of Division 3 as well before we can officially move into the third and final week of the season. But, of course, we've got today's games to go through, starting with Throw Syndicate and Spectre Gaming, which will be going live on your screens, joining the players in the ban phase right now. And interestingly enough, we've got a Thatcher and a Blackbeard ban. And I nearly forgot to introduce the map, but at this point, it needs no introduction. Clubhouse will be the map on screens today. Thatcher, Blackbeard on the attack on Clubhouse. Not too surprising per se. Blackbeard has sort of been facing an increased ban rate on the attacking side, even in Division 1 and Div 2, not just Div 3, of course, which is interesting when you think about it, because up until Operation Shadow Legacy, at least in our region, Blackbeard bans weren't exactly something to take note of unless it was a target ban. Say a team goes up against Demon's Force, you want to have a Blackbeard ban for Sniper 1 Candy. But then again, just like that man demonstrated yesterday, Finka can be just as effective, if not even more effective. But, of course, all of that out of the way, the bans have been taken care of. Kaid and Echo will be the final defender bans. And with that, we're going to be moving into the first round itself. But before we do, let's have a look at both of the rosters that are here in the lobby today. From the side of Throw Syndicate, we've got Heko, Abid, Killsteel, Easy, and Cheesy Chimkin. And from the side... They're from the side of Spectre Gaming, we've got Venetaus, Pazu, Aereo, Delay, and Noob. Second floor gym and bedroom will be the site to start off with, and I've kept the man from the mic long enough. Baba, take it away.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
Thank you so much for that, Jack. And also, yeah, it kind of scared you right over there now, did I? Huh?
You thought I did? Yeah? I thought, wait a minute. What happened?
I mean, you thought I was delayed, if you know what I mean.
Oh. You know, I should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming.
Yep.
Still doesn't make it any better, though, but I should have seen that coming.
Yeah. But anyways, let's just proceed on to the match now. Round 1, second floor gym in map Clubhouse. Most of the time you do see either basement church or second floor CCTV brought up on the side of defenders. This time they've decided to go for second floor gym, with them bringing in the castle, the armor panel, and also the Goyo with his Vulcan shields, to make sure that they'll be able to get those good angles followed up with the Jaeger's ADSs. Do see some vault rotation coming in towards the towards construction, and on the logistics office, as we do see the attackers already using one of the breach charges from Ash towards the CCTV to get that quick access. Hecko, on the other hand, will be towards Jacuzzi, opening up the wall. The only problem is he needs that cover towards the tunnel peak. The tunnel peak is very vital for defenders to get those important kills, especially if there is one particular player who decides to open up through Jacuzzi. But talking about Spectre Gaming here, you see a total of 5 defenders still towards the second floor side. We do see Smoke and Jaeger towards the master bedroom. So does Castle, and one player holding towards logistics. It's a fully fledged hold towards the second floor. We do see 2 players holding in towards the main specific side of gym and bedroom. Now getting the control on CCTV would be a difficult challenge for them. Maverick, on the other hand, will try to open up the walls on second floor gym, as Easy has the intel of one particular player. He's going to use one more of those breach charges to make lines of sight to hopefully eliminate 1 or 2 players holding towards the CCTV entrance. Vulcan shields being destroyed, and here comes the first frag. It's going to be Cheesy Chimkins taking out Delay, making it a 5v4 situation, which would give Throw Syndicate a very good position. But here comes Venatus with the peak as well, taking out a bid, putting it in a 4v4 man count equalized situation.
Most certainly. Right now, Pazu behind that deployable shield in the hallway, just outside the bedroom, is going to have to be very careful. Cheesy Chimkins was there a second ago, or was that the Maverick? Kind of forgot at this point, but it doesn't matter. He had to be careful, and he was. Played it safe, didn't allow the peak to come in, and Killsteel, the Thermite, now in that general vicinity, is trying to get some support to get rid of that shield. They need to do that first and foremost. Even if it is a Vulcan shield, it's placed in a good position. However, Venatus's position was apparently not good enough to save him. Cheesy Chimkin takes him down, and the breach charge taking out the castle barricade on construction window. 4 versus 3, Throw Syndicate with the advantage, pushing Spectre Gaming back just a little bit. But again, they have to be very careful of the timer, which is going to 30 seconds and below, leaving Spectre Gaming with only 2 players remaining. Cheesy Chimkin gets another one. That's a triple. And now suddenly it's all down to the castle. He gets one, but gets shut down. Hecko comes in from the side, from inside of Jim, vaulting in, taking the kill, and finishing off the round for the side of Throw Syndicate. The first round goes to them. And we'll see that in the instant replay. 1-0 with a fairly good coordinated attack, all things considered. The breaches were done fairly quickly, and even though towards the end they took their time to really get the intel on hand, they still managed to get in and take the kills as quickly as possible. Interestingly enough, Venatus is asking for a pause for the side, therefore the side of the defense, Spectre Gaming, as we've also got a bit of a question going around apparently about the bundle that the Smoke was running in the previous round. That was the Esports bundle. Of course, that is allowed as far as I'm aware. But in the meanwhile, we have a disconnect coming in from the side of Spectre as well. That's Aereo, who has left the lobby, unfortunately. They're apparently to fix ping issues, which was something that we were already talking about before the match itself began. There were some issues with ping that we were notified about, and apparently those issues are in fact coming up. Now, of course, we're just trying to see if those issues can be fixed. If not, we'll have to go into a full rehost potentially, but unfortunately... But unfortunately, for the time being, you guys are stuck with us after that first round of action. I know it can be very jarring to start off with this sort of an issue, however. So, we're just going to do what we can. Right now, of course, Throw Syndicate, like I said, pretty good attack in the first round, well coordinated. They covered their bases for the most part, even though the side of the defense... they were sort of testing the waters. One could say that Spectre Gaming were testing the waters, seeing what they could get away with, seeing what they couldn't work with as well. It's always that way in the first round, and we might see some adaptations coming in because they have already selected gym and bedroom, as we can see in the screen right here. So Yeah, right now, of course, in a way, it's good that the side of Spectre Gaming already asked for the pause timer in the pick phase because, of course, we can't use the pause timer in the middle of the prep phase, which is a little odd, a little weird, but still. And I see you making those poses back there, Baba. I was trying to do continuation from yesterday. I like it. Keep going. But right now,
What was I doing?
it's.
What was I doing exactly?
I can see you constantly shifting out of the corner of my eye.
No, I'm just, trying my, focus on towards our dear viewers who are watching the stream right away. I'm just saying hi, just a friendly hello. It's nothing more.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
All right, because that I saw you staring into the camera right there, and I was like, is he staring into their souls or something? So I had to ask. Anyway,
I mean,
excuse me.
if I was staring into your souls, you would have been coughing by now. Oh wait, you actually did.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, as I was saying, the pick, regardless of the oddities of the pause button, the timer pause, I don't think it counts as Rios, or does it? We're gonna have to get a little bit more clarity. Oh, well, apparently. Oh, well, so apparently, according to our admin Eisen and the rest of the admins as well, this pause doesn't actually count towards the rehost. The rehost is still in play for both sides, even if they ask for the pause timer before the round actually begins, which is interesting. But given what we're working with right now, I'm not really too surprised. And we're going to have to wait for some sort of actual ruling to come to us, come to the rest of the region before we can say with definitiveness what it will be in terms to the pause timer. But for now, this is what we can work with. In the meanwhile, we have Aereo back in the lobby, and that is probably going to allow them to go back to starting the match. There we go. The pause timer has been unpaused and the match will resume. Hopefully ping issues are no longer there and we will be joining our teams
Defenders,
once
protect your bombs
again
from
in
being
the second round after a slightly awkward, shall we say, a little bit of a break in the action. But it is going to still continue. Second floor gym bedroom, once again the side of choice. Round 2 underway.
Round 2 will proceed with the same side of second floor gym. It will be the same operative pick, just like we did get to see it in the previous round. The only problem is, will that strategy work out to avail for Spectre Gaming? Now, talking about it, the map is on Clubhouse, and talking about Clubhouse, the main size that you do see is the second floor CCTV and basement church. Now, we will see second floor gym yet again. So the only problem is, if this does not work again for Spectre Gaming, they are, however, forced to pick the default sites, which is CCTV and basement church, in which they have the higher chance of winning it out. And talking about information, you have Castle with those bulletproof cams, in which it is placed towards on second floor gym. It's just to make sure that if the attackers do decide to go in for an early plant, they'll be able to have that information, so they'll be able to follow it up with the C4 from below the pool table. With it, the Goyo's Vulcan shields, in which one of them will be placed near the jacuzzi hallway, as well as one towards the CC, actually right from the cash room as well, to provide some good amount of cover to the smoke, and also some good vertical lines of sight being placed towards the stock entrance. Now that would give a good amount of coverage as well. The only problem is they need to be very careful. As C4 comes in from Noob, does it get it? No, it does not. That is a waste of utility, and so does the smoke gas canisters, in which the diffusers are forced to make a move. And talking about move, is going to be the attackers here with the nade. Pazu will be eliminated, whereas Pro Syndicate continues their strike.
And a big strike indeed. A Hecko with that grenade taking down the castle. The UMP could have been a turning factor for the side of Spectre Gaming, given Pazu's history in matches like these, where, quite a bit is at stake for both teams. But of course, we'll talk about that in the middle of the rounds. Right now, Cheesy Chimkins finds another one that's Venetaus off the board, and that's going to drop the smoke as well. It's certainly slowly but steadily looking like another Throw Syndicate round, but Aereo might have something to say about that. Here's the vault, gets the head, the buck goes down. That's a bid taken care of. One down, 4 to go, with most likely that is the ace going towards that construction red cash wall breach, on the red stairs alongside Easy. But no, the ace himself will actually fall back and leave the Ash in this position to drone herself in. Cheesy Chimkin, here we go. He's going to go down, and it doesn't matter because the Goyo's already been taken care of. Easy taking care of that defender, making sure that there is no stoppage in Throw Syndicate taking this round. They still have 2 more defenders to go, however. Noob and a delay, and oh, that could have been so good for the side of delay. The Jaeger, unfortunately, missing his shots, and now it's all down to Noob, who's found 1, but can he find 2, 3 more, actually? Sees the one in Jim. Shotgun comes out. Bully get the down. What is the Ace doing? What is Noob doing? What is anyone doing at this point? None of us know. What we do know is that Cheesy Chimkin does get the kill after that. Well, that being said, the second round will go the way of Throw Syndicate. It was still looking like a Throw Syndicate round, but that messy finisher at the end certainly didn't help things. Had Noob gotten that finisher, the mute, then it could have been a very different round. Could have been a potential 1v4 clutch, but the man was not able to. Again, very confused as to what even happened there, but I guess it's just one of those questions we will never know the answer to. Once again, good coordinated attack from the side of Throw Syndicate, losing bodies but refragging as soon as possible, at the very least, chipping away at the defenders before they could chip away at them. And with that, this 2-0 lead, it takes us to CCTV, the side of choice from Spectre Gaming in round 3.
Well, let's just chip into round 3 now, shall we, Jack? Second floor CCTV site, and Spectre Gaming still haven't winning a single defense round just yet. Whereas Throw Syndicate, with some good attack coordinations coming in from them, they'll be able to win it out 2 rounds, which is on the same side, second floor gym. This time, the site will be on CCTV. This time, they're going to be able to bring out the mute and the smoke. Mute with his jammers, and also Melusi with those that's irritating Banshee deterrents. Now, those Banshee deterrents would be placed towards the catwalk and towards the main stairs, maybe towards on construction, to make sure that the push from the attackers would not be a happy, aggressive push. Noob, on the other hand, will do his work. That would be doing his roam duty towards the blue room and on the main stairs. Most of the pushes from the attackers would be towards the blue stairs, from the blue stairs window and the entrance of stock, in which the Melusi is currently holding on to right now. And Venatus, we have to make some vertical lines of sight angle towards the stock. A really good angle, a really good cover. The only problem is, since Throw Syndicate have won a total of 2 attack rounds, will they be able to continue their aggression? Exothermic charge being used will be detonated, in which Aoreo unfortunately won't be able to find anything just yet. A bid, ooh, that was a lot of damage being dealt from the SMG-12 right from the cash room. Unfortunately, he is lucky to be alive, in which Abid knows exactly what their game plan is. They need to make sure that they'll be able to go through another angle which doesn't have any of those vertical lines of sight. Smoke still continuing to hold that angle, and so does Aoreo. Noob, on the other hand, is still towards the main stairs. It's just going to be a waiting game for Spectre Gaming to fling that trap so that Throw Syndicate would not know what just happened.
Certainly a slightly different kind of attack coming up from Throw Syndicate. Abid taking a lot of damage has certainly shifted the way they would have liked to push this site. Already, you probably would have seen a body or 2 dropping, but these vertical lines of sight being held from Spectre Gaming has sort of pushed the attackers away from what you would have otherwise seen. Now, that's not to say that Throw Syndicate still aren't attempting those. They are. In fact, you can still see Abid down below, trying to see if he can get a line of sight, and Hecko. There's an interesting place that he's speaking right now. He has seen Venetaus in some occasions, and some shots will be fired as Nude coming around from the flank. Will he see the ace? Yes, he will, but it won't matter. He will go down. Cheesy Chimkin takes that kill with minimal damage done to him in that encounter, considering the encounter that he had, of course. But even then, summer breaches will go out. Construction breaches coming in. Killsil takes a bit of damage through that main CCTV area, but he is still alive for it. Selma's going out. Construction opened up. Shots are being fired easy. I think he's slowly opening up sight, and he will go in, take down Venitas, but Aero's coming in. Doesn't matter. Easy gets him, and another one drops as well from Killsteel. It's all down to the last man standing. Delay to see what he can do in this situation. Lots of damage done by the C4, but Killsteel can still go for the plant. Will he be seen? Not quite. Delay doesn't have the line of sight there. Unfortunately, it's been kicked into a post plant, and the jumping finisher from Hecko to end the round as well. Throw Syndicate biding their time, gathering their intel, doing what utility clearance needs to be done, and jumping quite literally into sight and into the round finisher. We'll see that in the instant replay as excuse me, the score currently is 3-0 on round 4 in favor of Throw Syndicate. But once again, there is a request for a rehost from the side of Venetaus, and the round has been paused again. Interestingly enough, we're gonna have to find out exactly what it is this time around. Excuse me out there. But let's see. Oh, well, okay. So we're just reading the all chat right here, as in I'm reading the all chat from Eisen informing the players. This pause timer counts as a team rehost, apparently. As you can tell, I am actually confused about how this counts as the rehost when the other one didn't. But anyway, that's logistics that we will talk about later on. But right now, we are going to have to go into an actual rehost, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, because of those ping issues that are still persisting. Once again, a little bit of a bad way to break the action, if you will. But, it is what it is. We have to make sure that the players are playing at maximum capacity and no one is breaking any rules in relation to the ping. We've had some of those before. Hopefully today is not the day where the match gets called off due to some ping related issues. I mean, for one, I wouldn't like to make that announcement. For two, I'm pretty sure all of our viewers would hate to see that. And for three, the teams themselves, would. Yeah, that's plenty of counts right there. But for the time being, once again, you're stuck with us. And I believe Baba actually has a bit more insight into those 3 rounds that we've seen so far from Throw Syndicate as to exactly why they've been able to pull the wool over the eyes of Spectre Gaming on multiple occasions so comfortably while being attacked on Clubhouse.
Well, where do I begin? Especially from Spectre Gaming, where the site was on second floor gym on map Clubhouse. You did see them bringing in the Goyo with those Vulcan shields. Although one Vulcan shield, which was placed in towards the CCTV, second in towards the jacuzzi, followed up with the castle bringing in the armor panels. Yes, armor panels will bring them some access for the defenders to rotate in a different position where the attackers would not expect. That's where the drone works come in. And talking about drone works from Throw Syndicate, it is on point. They know what kind of rotations that they're making. They know what kind of deployable shields that they've placed, and that's why you see the Ash, who is still towards the stockroom, using those breach charges to take out those deployable shield, uses the Ace Selma breach charges to make another line of sight towards on the cash room, and then start to push in, eliminating both the smoke as well as the Goyo. Then they start heading on towards the construction, and yes, obviously they will open up the logistics hatch. Then they start pushing in closer and closer. Yes, in the end, you did get to see the Ace, surviving the shotgun pellet shots towards the bedroom site, in which even I was also surprised, dazed, and I was like, I'm sorry, what just happened there kind of expression. But in the end, the way how I'm taking is that the attackers are well coordinated. That's basically how you coordinate on attack. Most of the time, if you go for a fully fledged one push towards on construction, it would not work out well. What you do need to do is to have at least one of the specific players holding towards the angle in either the windows of second floor gym or on the windows of second floor bedroom. Open up the jacuzzi wall so that you have much more angles, so that if the defenders do try to rotate in from a different location, they'll be able to get taken down by the angles who are holding from that specific angle. Most of the time, it will be the supports who would do it. So as a support, you might see the ace who is always droning out for their team, giving out information and also holding their backs to make sure that the flank would not happen. This has been happening for the past 2 rounds, and also in the third round of second for CCTV, where they did not have any problems dealing with the operators at all. They cleared out the catwalks of garage. They cleared out the site on gym and bedroom. They just pushed in. It was just Melusi who was the last operator standing. A good use of C4 to deny the plant. But after that, you did see the thermite planting in on a different location, whereas he would not get eliminated right from below. That is what I call a good adaptations from through Syndicate. And talking about Spectre Gaming, they've been losing their grip quite recently enough. I mean, for the past 3 rounds, you did get to see on most of the gunfights that they lost. You did get to see 6 kills coming from the top fragger on the side of Throw Syndicate, not being able to lose a single body, which they did lost in the second floor CCTV. It wasn't a flawless round, but in the end, Throw Syndicate did absolutely excellent on the map of Clubhouse. Talking about Spectre Gaming, since the site will be either on CCTV on Basement Church, the only hope that they can do is to either um, do decide to use some extended SSG ROM, as we most probably like to see on Basement Church, or maybe just go for a normal second floor CCTV site where you try to bring in the Kai to try to trick off those walls, make sure that the attackers would have a lot of problems in opening those walls, and then when you try to go for the execute, that way you can be able to trap the attackers in one single position. There are multiple ways for Spectre Gaming to do this, and I hope they'll be able to figure out at least one, so that they'll be able to counter Team Throw Syndicate.
Most certainly, right now, Spectre Gaming desperately needs that first round under their belt. Throw Syndicate have pretty much ran away with this game, these first 3 rounds at least, in their coordination that we have spoken at length for, along with everything else from their side as well. It's very good, and overall, it serves them well. Their gunfight potential has always been there. We've known this team, this Throw Syndicate team, because they were formerly known as Gamer Syndicate. Used to play in a Division 3 qualifiers area. The qualified ones got eliminated, came back, got eliminated again. It was a whole story back then in the previous league, and now as Throw Syndicate, they are here in Division 3 again, trying to see if they can make their way up to Div 2 and into the higher echelons of Rainbow Six competitive in the South Asia of South APAC region. I mean, we're, it's like a sub-region of a sub. You get the point. Anyway, point of the
It
matter
just
being,
branches
we
out.
are, huh?
It just branches out like a tree.
Yep, the World Tree. Anyway, coming back to the point at hand, we have all 10 players in from the side of Throw Syndicate and Spectre Gaming. So we will be going back live with the match right here, right now, once we have the ready confirmation in, and once we know that everything is set into place and ready, the round history and the bans and whatnot. You don't want to make a mistake there. We've had those before as well. It's been a wild ride these last couple seasons have. But right now, we will just make sure Thatcher, Blackbeard, Kaid, and Echo are the bans for the night. And it is 3-0 currently to Throw Syndicate, who are leading the charge on the attack on the map of Clubhouse. And we will be going back live on your screens in a quick second. The match itself is starting up as well. And we will be transitioning over again, as I said, in a quick minute right here, just setting everything up. Everything is set up, and we'll be joining the players live right now going into the fourth round. No defensive sites have been won so far from the side of Spectre Gaming, who really need to pick up the pace right now. They need to show up, even if they are, slow to start in any given match. It's going to be a bit too slow if they start picking up rounds, but by then, Throw Syndicate may yet be close to match point. It's a a bit of speculation right there from our end, because the way GS or TS, I guess now, is going, they are looking
Attackers
very
need to
strong
locate
in
and
today's
defuse
match
as many
indeed.
bombs as they can.
Oh boy, Spectre Gaming do love to pick second floor gym now, do they? I mean, for the past 3 rounds, they've been picking the same site, except on round 3 where they picked on second floor CCTV. Maybe
Hey,
they're
you
just
know,
trying to, yeah.
you always need those. You always need your exercises, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean, you just need to exercise so that, I mean, they'll be able to be, prepped and prepared to make sure that
Yep.
they'll be able to throw out any counters that Throw Syndicate have on their shoulders. So, maybe picking up a second floor gym would give them some extra nutrients, proteins, maybe some
5 seconds to
strength,
insertion.
perception, endurance. Charisma. I don't think charisma is a
Attackers are
part of this
moving
thing.
to
I mean,
defuse
I
bombs.
guess charisma just works out when you just try to have a conversation. But anyways, I'm just trying to go back way far off to the topic, and I'm just gonna get back
I
here.
was gonna say, like that Skyrim tangent went on for a while.
Well, yeah, I totally agree on that, Jack. Anyways, action phase will proceed. Be seeing the same. I wouldn't say, yeah, we will be seeing the same strategies being deployed here from Spectre Gaming. This time, Pazu with the castle. We do see Aureo, the Goyo with those deployable shields. Now, interestingly enough, we do see Spectre Gaming only holding towards the second floor. You don't see any roamers to try to contest the players towards on the stockroom, which is very difficult for Throw Syndicate, for Spectre Gaming to even hold that specific angle. Yes, I do agree that there is that Goyo shield being placed at the entrance of the construction, but there is that higher chance of removing it right from below the stockroom. Maverick, on the other hand, will be able to open up the CCTV wall with a huge I wouldn't say it as an extended room. I would call it as an extended, a hold coming in from the attacker. C4 will come in from Noob, but won't be able to eliminate any attackers on the side of Throw Syndicate just yet. With the exothermic charges being used to open up the jacuzzi wall, Throw Syndicate will now proceed to get towards the site. In order to get towards this side, they need to drone it out first, find exactly where the defenders are holding on to, and looks like that breach charge will be able to deal some good amount of damage to delay there. The man who is manning the Jaeger unfortunately dealt some major damage towards the construction.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
All right. Well, apparently we're back, which is yeah, that took a while, didn't it? Apparently, some host end issues forced the stream to pause right there on multiple on a rather long amount of time. Yeah, that caught me by surprise as well. I was trying to catch up on the data that we missed. What the hell? Anyway, going back to the point at hand, according to what we can see, it is 4-1 currently to the favor of Throw Syndicate still. And yeah, interestingly enough, in the time we managed to miss due to host end issues and
Attackers'
whatnot,
objective is to defuse
the
the
side
bomb.
of Spectre Gaming have actually taken a round, and that is certainly points to them, because we were talking about how they need to take a round or two and give themselves a bit of breathing room. They have done that, and with that, they will be proceeding onto the sixth round, defending CCTV and trying to see if they can get themselves into a good position going on to the attack on Clubhouse. Even if it is, 2-4 down, it's still a better position to be in than 1-5 down, and that will certainly help the. What is even happening? I have no idea. Do excuse me, ladies. So yeah, while we're still working on, hopefully things can sort themselves out. It is quite the mess, shall we say. There we go. There we go. We were just trying to resolve our end, and oh boy, already coming back. Seems like there's plenty of action to be had as we've got a drop. Delay has been taken care of early. Not sure when that one happened, but it did, and it seemed to have been a vertical play from the side of Throw Syndicate. Once again, putting themselves in the advantage. Spectre Gaming losing a body, not when they needed to, not at all. And Noob, however, interesting position that he's playing. A bit will go down to Iorio. In the meanwhile, that is the Wamai peeking onto the main breach and also having a vertical line of sight on towards the main lounge area. Won't matter though, he will go down, beat down at the very least from Hecto, but the Maverick hasn't secured the kill, which will allow for a retake instead towards the garage area, but it won't matter. One kill is secured, and that is Killsteel taking down Noob, and he now knows the fact that there is somebody down in garage, so he doesn't have to worry about that too much. He has to worry about Venet's house, who is very close to that main breach as well. Throw Syndicate losing bodies in some unfortunate situations, but Venet house will be down as well, and now it's all down to Pazu, the mute, the last man standing in a 1v3. He's gonna go for the default C4. Will he find one on the other side of the bomb? He will get the down and the kill on Cheesy Chimkin. It's all down to Easy all of a sudden, who is trying to clutch the situation. Trying to get the revive in. The revive will in fact be denied, but it doesn't matter. Easy will still take the kill. Throw Syndicate, so many issues plaguing that push. So many indeed. And that, even then, is not going to stop the Ash from getting the kill in the clutch moment. The 1v1 is taken, and that will put Throw Syndicate on a massive, massive advantage going into the other side of round 7. Roll swap 5-1 up. And it's certainly going to be a very interesting set of rounds after this one. I mean, already we were kind of ourselves a little confused as to what even happened because of the host end issues that we were facing, but now we're back, and what a sight to come back on as well. Throw Syndicate, absolutely amazing to see them play this well and to see them take rounds with as much gusto as they have been. Again, we do apologize sincerely for the inconvenience right there. It could have been, however, it could have been better, as they say, but the show must go on, and we are back, hopefully with no more issues, and hopefully with no more casters curse jinxing us as well. But anyway, point at hand, round 7 roll swap, Throw Syndicate on the defense, Spectre Gaming in dire straits.
So, according to the match history that we have currently, there was only one time where Spectre Gaming did win the site on second floor gym, which is on round 5. That is actually what surprises me the most. The only site that Spectre Gaming picked was on second floor gym and second floor CCTV, in which they've only won just one round on defense, but this time, since they are on attack, the site is on Basement Church on the side of Throw Syndicate. Let's see how well the round favors for them. Dronuts, the usual, will come in from Spectre Gaming to provide information, crucial information, vital information, and major information for Spectre Gaming to win it out on that specific round. But for now, they do need to be careful of those impact tricks, which will come in from either Cheesy Chimkins or from Hecko towards the first floor kitchen. The only thing that they could do is use the Excaros pellets, having it placing only 2 of the Excaros pellets and placing it 4 times, so that they'll be able to open up the hatch and also open up yet an extra hatch towards either on the first floor bar or on stock. Let's see what's going to happen here when it is with the air jabs towards the lounge entrance, and Hecko is still waiting for their attackers to make a move here. They still know that there is one specific player towards the windows of kitchen. He's prepped and ready with the grenade. Will be able to counter one. Here comes the second Excaros pledge, in which it will be denied, but sad to say for Hibana, she only used 2 of her Excaros pellets, in which 2 of them won't be destroyed. and the last one will be used to open it up. And she still has 10 of those Excaros pellets to open up any other hatch or any other walls that she needs. This is why Hibana's rework is considered to be one of the most notorious for the defenders to even handle it out on those specific sites. Now, let's focus on the round for now as we see Pazu with the drone yet again opening up the hatches for Spectre Gaming. The only problem is they do need the control on towards the site.
Oh, most certainly. 55 seconds and remaining. Spectre Gaming will lose a body, but there's a grenade to find a bid. The refract comes in. Can Easy take the other kill towards main stairs? He is trying to, but so far, no luck. Delays already inside of sight. When did he get in? Is he going to find the Jaeger? Yes, he is. That's control on Church, but he will get denied instantly by the Legion inside of Blue. Cheesy Champion comes in with finding another. Hello. Aoreo will fall, and now it is a 3v2. Pazu and Venitas. All that remains. Hecko will be found by the air jab, which will force him to fall back, takes a bit of damage as well, and he's taking even more damage, and the kill will be confirmed. Pazu dropping Hecko, and that's going to be a big drop indeed. The Melusi off the board, which will leave it a 2 versus 2. Spectre Gaming certainly on the attack could make this happen. Kill steal, big rotate as Cheesy Chimkin takes down Venitas. It's all down to Pazu. Has to get into side. He will. Takes one. Can he take the other? Nearly gets the wall bang, but Kill steal cannot hide in time. Trying to book it back behind the unit in blue won't matter. Pazu gets the bearing 9 out and connects in time for his team. Spectre Gaming desperately requiring a clutch, and the man stood up for his team. Present in all regards. That will put them up by one more round, and that will make the situation slightly better for the time of SG. For the team of SG, it will be a very, very good time to have that clutch be made. That will boost their morale quite a bit and put them on a better position just in general. 2-5 still dire straits, but 3 rounds to go. With that clutch and with the morale boost that round will bring, it could certainly work.
Even with that triple kill from Cheesy Chimkins wasn't enough for Throw Syndicate to win that round. Yes, in fact, it all went down with that 1v2 situation, and Pazu, he just did it in style, eliminating the smoke in which he was trying to run away from, knowing that he only needs to waste time. But at that time, with that bearing 9, will eventually get that kill. 5-2 will be the scoreline, and Spectre Gaming is still hanging on. They still need 3 more rounds to equalize the round. Will it happen? We are about to find out in the action phase. We do see a total of 6 impact nades being used. But I don't think a total of 6 impact nades would work out in eliminating the Hibana 6 Kairos pellets. Maybe eliminating the Hibana right out of the bat with the early spawn peak or a run out would work out well, but that is a high risk, high reward. It is a huge risk that the defenders is going to take. Going for that specific run out might get eliminated by himself, which would cause some major damage to Throw Syndicate as well. But I mean, it is a huge risk worth taking, and if it works out well, you don't have to worry about the hatches being opened. With it, we'll see the attackers spawned in towards their respective, spawn points, which would be 2 towards the construction side, 1 from the warehouse, and the others towards the main entrance. With it, Killsteal will be the one towards the tunnel, maybe with the deployable shields and a total of 2 deployable shields. And just as I was talking about it, Cheesy Chimkins will find the kill off towards Pazu. That was unfortunate. I mean, Pazu, he was just trying his best. He was like, oh yes, I am prepped and ready. I'm gonna go to the first floor kitchen and open up the hatches. And then just unfortunately, he just went quack quack immediately.
I like how aggressive you were when impersonating Pazu. That caught me off guard.
I mean, Pazu did try it though. He was so excited, Pazu was so excited to open up the hatch, and then Cheesy Chimkins just immediately denies it and be like quack quack, and just I was talking about it. But for now, let's just head on to the round right now with Noob using the breaching torches to open up the hatches towards the Moto. They still have a chance to open up those hatches just yet. They still have those important heartbeats in which the Maverick is still alive. They'll be able to open up the Moto's hatch. But at what cost? The push will come in from the Ash, which would give huge amount of information towards the defenders via the alibis, these holograms. Aureo making some yet another angle towards the oil spill from the oil pit to get an access from the blue, hopefully to make that cross angle sight eliminate one if one of them gets picked out. So they'll be able to go for that immediate defrag with the attackers already in towards the oil pit. But here comes that aggressive push from Easy. He's going to fill it out, making it a 4v4 situation. The attackers is already in towards the mode of the push will come in. A bit is going to go down, and actually a bit will actually get that kill off, eliminating Aureo, making it a 4v3. Cheesy Chimkins needs to be careful on picking up much more aggressive fights. He needs his aim to be so precise that he'll be able to get a total of 3 kills, in which one holding in towards the Moto's hatch, in which both of them is just patiently waiting up, but that patience would not be enough. 15 seconds left, and Cheesy Chinkin's angle is going to work out well. He's going to down one, does it down the second one. Veritas is still alive, but the Malicious Banshee determinant is slowing them down. A bid gets one, a bid also goes down. On the other hand, the plant actually goes out from Veritas. There is still angle being held down. It is a post-plan situation. It's not going to work out well. 3v0. It's going to be Cheesy Chimpkins. With that less HP, he's going to clutch it out, and he's a kill steal. Just going to give it back to Cheesy Chimkins, giving that huge bow. What a play that has been coming in on the side of Team Throw Syndicate. They'll be able to win round 8 Defense Basement Church. And I believe they will be the one to be on match point, ladies and gentlemen. Team Throw Syndicate, what a way to end a match. Actually, what a way to end the round. I do have to apologize. I'm just going way too far over here. I do have to give some credit to Spectre Gaming, though. They were pumped up. They were energetic, but still, I mean, they just caught off guard. They didn't, they did not, however, get that angle of, maybe giving some support to their heartbeats would have been a best idea. Fortunately, didn't work out well. 6-2 is the scoreline. Second floor gym, it will be the site, and Throw Syndicate is on match point.
Well, that certainly was quite the chaotic round finish right there for both Throw Syndicate and Spectre Gaming. But, we talk a lot about how Cheesy Chimkins did very well right towards the end. But let's not forget who set him up for that by not only taking a kill, but also downing another operator from inside of blue. Abid playing the Legion, doing his work. I mean, that man did quite a bit. If not for those kills, if not for that first kill and the down later on, it would have been a much harder church retake for the side of Throw Syndicate's defense, and they may not have even been able to do it, given how, notorious Ash's speed is in any given situation. That 3 speed alone, combined with her, slightly smaller stature compared to the rest of the operators of Team Rainbow, gives her just a little bit of an advantage, if we're allowed to say that. And just overall wins her more gunfights. That's at least been the perception from most of the Siege player base, and a perception that I share as well. But for the time being, Throw Syndicate, mind you, right now they are on 2nd place in Division 3's table, and with this win, it will propel them to the 1st place above Team Clickbait by virtue of rounds of matches won and points earned. Of course, Clickbait could turn things around on them and get a promotion into that 1st place as well by winning their match later on tonight. And Spectre Gaming, on the other hand, if they lose this, their round conversion rate will certainly be hurt, and they might even get pushed down below Sage Empire and even Wolf from ID Sports. That's going to be a big blow for them if it does come down to that. And right now, they need to try and avoid that at all costs. They need to go round by round, win every single gunfight, every single confrontation that it comes to, and then they will be able to make things go their way a bit. Holding that gym window, knowing that there's somebody there, that is delayed the Ash, of course. He's going to see the drone, the bandit will, and no, it's actually going to be Hecko to start things off. Vinitas will drop, and that is going to be another big drop as well. The Nomad taking care of those air jabs, unfortunately, won't be used up much. At least, I think she's still at 2 remaining in that back pocket of hers. And again, the Nomad going down, not a good sign for the attack of Spectre Gaming. Lost a body, haven't reflagged yet, and as time ticks down, it won't get any better unless they start dropping bodies now.
Well, the push will come in from the attackers as Delay gets one. Aorio gets the other, taking out a bit, and Hego kills it on the other hand with the Vector SMG, taking out Pazzo as well as Delay, making it a 3v2 situation. It all goes down to Noob and the Sophia to make a play in which they have control on the side, but they don't have that angle. But that angle from the Goyo is going to fall down, making it a 2v2. Miss Noob actually gets one. He will be able to go for a plan towards on second floor gym, but Killsil actually hears that he doesn't even have a C4 in hand, in which Cheesy Chimkins gets one, and now it's a post plant where Noob has to hold it out on a 1v2 situation. He doesn't have any nades, doesn't have any drones either. He needs to trust his weapon to get those kills. Cheesy Chimkins is going to go in for the default as Noob decides to sprint in. He actually has the chance to get it, but he's going to get denied immediately from Killsteal as Throw Syndicate will be able to win round 9 on second floor gym. What a way to end the match from Throw Syndicate. And also I have to apologize to Pazzo there. Pazzo, he is he is a good player when it comes to playing as the Hibana. I do have to support the supporters out there from the attackers, but in the end Throw Syndicate will be the one to win it off on a 7-2, with Cheesy Chimkins the one who's going to be in the MVP. Congratulations to him. But for Spectre Gaming, there is a lot to be learned. Speaking a lot to be learned, we will be able to bring it up, relive the moment. We're just going to bring it up just right away. We're just going to talk about the stuff that has been happening, especially Paz right from the attack on Spectre Gaming. Talking about it, no jokes. I mean, jokes aside, they've been performing excellently well there, Spectre Gaming. The only problem was less of intel, less of winning gunfights when it comes to trades. They didn't have enough amount of trades in which led Throw Syndicate get the upper hand. And talking about Spectre Gaming, even though it was their first round on first half, they were on defense, they could not win it out. So for now, let's just head back in and go to relive the moment as we talk about the rounds for the first map of Clubhouse. I just kind of went blank out there. So yeah, talking about the first round, it was just Throw Syndicate's round all the way, except the site on second floor gym. Keep that in mind. The Spectre Gaming only picked second floor gym and CCTV. They did not pick the basement church. They did not, however, pick up the first floor bar, because on a map like Clubhouse, you absolutely would not pick the site on first floor bar. It has the lesser chances for the attackers to win out from that specific site. So I was very curious to know why Spectre Gaming decided to pick only that one site on second floor gym. They did, however, win it out on round 5, where Spectre Gaming did win it out, although we didn't get to see it. We had some technical difficulties. For that, we thoroughly apologize for what exactly happened. We don't have to worry about the second match itself. We'll be able to have full resource on what's going to happen in and out. Yes, this was just Throw Syndicate eliminating players one by one, taking out the roamers. Actually, I wouldn't say the roamers. I would say the players who were holding on towards the cash room. Then they decides to go for that beautiful execute, one holding in towards the window, one holding in towards the jacuzzi, and then they just went for the default plant, in which the C4 that did came in from Spectre Gaming did worked out well. Pazu did try his best with the MP5K in the main stairs, trying to win those 1v2. Unfortunately, it could not. But huge props to this guy. I mean, Spectre Gaming, they did all they could, especially Pazu Delay. Unfortunately, they just kept getting picked off from none other than Cheesy Chimkins, and this was exactly the round where Pazu did get his beautiful 1v2 with the Bearing 9. And what a match did we get to witness here in Division 3.
Most certainly. It's matches like these that really define a team that has the potential to get into Division 2, and Throw Syndicate this season around have been looking very, very good indeed. Their coordination has been top-notch, at least for this division, and their gunfights, the amount of gunfights they've taken with the good decision-making making that goes into them. Excuse me, I had to pause for a second. But the decision making that goes into taking those gunfights as well, they did it with the right idea in mind to force the attackers into a position where the defenders were at the advantage and then finish them off very, very well indeed. Even on the side of the attack, they did well to herd the defenders, if you will, and force them into uncomfortable positions, whether it was by grenades, by utility, or by flashbangs and whatever else, or through sheer gunfire alone. It was very good from them tonight. And unfortunately, Spectre Gaming, it was not to be. With all of that being said, we're going to be taking a quick break before we come back with the next game. And that's also going to feature Throw Syndicate against Team Clickbait. That's going to be a very interesting match indeed. And we will see you on the other side of the break with the game. Stay tuned. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WD BLACK Esports Club Pro League 4 Rainbow Six Siege, supported by Ubisoft and in association with AFK Gaming. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Baba Gusta, and our admin, Eisen, as we are here with the second game of the night. Took us a little while to get started, but then again, it also took us a little while to get started with the first game as well. It will be Team Clickbait taking on Throw Syndicate, who are coming back on live for the second time in the night as well. And interestingly enough, it will be on the map of Consulate. We're going to go ahead and join our players in the ban phase right here of the map, going live on your screens. And Thatcher will be the first one to be banned as well. Consulate starting off with standard bans, nothing too surprising from Throw Syndicate. And interestingly enough, Clickbait on the attack. I mean, I say interestingly enough, knowing Team Clickbait, they love attacking first, and they are going to continue that trend. Blackbeard ban on Consulate is actually a standard Blackbeard ban as well. So, all things considered, for once we get to say Blackbeard ban, all right, that's standard. Moving on to the third ban from the side of Clickbait as well, it will be Valkyrie taking care of both of the Navy SEALs gone, one for windows and whatnot, peak areas and lines of sight that can be held down by a single attacker, and the other one, Intel. And all the intel in the world with 3 of those black eye cameras. Valkyrie will be banned, and Throw Syndicate have the final ban of the night. And they will decide to ban Echo. Interestingly enough, no my ban, no Kaid ban, none of that. It is Echo to be banned here tonight. And how long has it been since we've actually seen Echo himself be banned in the ban phase? Not default banned because, you know, he had some issues surrounding him like it had been for so many months now. Actually banned. It's been a while since we've seen that indeed. And with that, we will be going into the match itself. Round 1 will be underway. And before that, let's have a look at both the rosters that are here from the lobby for us today. From the side of Throw Syndicate, we've got Hacko, Easy, Cheesy, Chimkin, Killsteal, and a bid. And from the side of Team Clickbait, we've got Teddy, Noxy, Zam, you, and Kingslayer on the attacking side. Couple of 6 picks, one out to the Zofia, the other into the Kaid, and information received, you is actually Luxia, who has changed his name for, I mean, I understand the name change, the reason for it, it could be anything, but really? Just a bunch of views? All right, now I'm not one to question those decisions. I mean, given my history of changing names, which I will not talk about tonight. Anyway, round 1 will be underway, and with that, I've kept the man for the mic long enough. Baba, take it away.
Well, thank you so much for that, Jack. Round 1 will commence, and sorry that. And talking about Echo bans, I still remember Clash used to be banned as well. She was quarantined, due to which she had a lot of problems dealing with, so they decided to just quarantine her instead. And then second, it was Echo, and finally, just, you know, both are still available here, Clash and Echo, in which one of them will be, you know, getting a default ban, in which Throw Syndicate will be the one banning that specific operator. What I'm excited is Luxia with the Ash. I mean, just like how you pronounced it. I mean, it's either going to be you or it's going to be ooh. Maybe it just works on both ways. Who knows? Maybe you just going to find it out in the action phase instead. The Dronos will come in from the attackers, signaling that there will be the Electroclaws and also Hecko, who will be guarding that specific location. They did made some vertical lines of sight in which the attackers need to gain control on. You see the Hibana 6 Cairo spell is being used to open up a specific hatch. Not quite sure where, maybe towards the Visa entrance. The Dronox again will come in, notifying that there won't be any roam presence towards the second floor, so that the Zofia could start mainly focusing on the first floor. Just placing a claymore, and he's just going to retrace it back up, because, you know, there's already players in towards the first floor, but the way how the shotgun blast just appeared, Easy is in a big trouble. 2 flashbangs being thrown, and the second one will get caught. Easy is in big trouble, and so does who's just trying to gain an angle right towards the vertical line of sight of Piano. Doesn't get the shot just yet. and they're still losing a lot of time. Yet another flashbang being thrown to make sure that the mute wouldn't start pushing very aggressively, and that aggressiveness would cost him her life. Easy, who was in towards cafeteria, just performed a beautiful magic trick just by going down towards the hatch, using that angle against himself, taking out Nomad, which would make it in a 4v5 situation.
All of that preparation from Zam, all for nothing. He went in thinking that the mute was still there after throwing 2 flashbangs early, but in the meanwhile, there will be an attacker kill confirmed. That is Kingslayer. Excuse me right there. Taking care of Cheesy Chimkin, the Malusi on the roam already gone, and Throw Syndicate having a body drop. 4 versus 4, but time is not the friend of Team Clickbait. They need to get in as quickly as possible. If not, they will certainly face the wrath of the defenders. Well, that will be less so a bid taking a kill, and Kingslayer's Claymore will find kill steal, and Hecko will go down as well. It's all down to Easy, the last man standing, the man who performed the aforementioned magic trick. Unfortunately, this time, he will simply disappear. Clickbait will go up with the first round in their favor, as we'll see in the instant replay right there. Very good attacking round, because even if it was a late push, all things considered, it was still a well-coordinated and timed push. They knew when to drop the bodies, when to peek which area, if they needed to go for the hatch play or they needed to go for some other line of sight that would have given them the advantage, and they used it to perfection. Basement garage not working out, so we're going off towards second floor console and meeting room from the side of Throw Syndicate, knowing that they don't need to repeat their mistakes down below. They're going to go up top, see if they can get away with a round with a couple of 6 picks once again into the Zofia for Kingslayer and into the Malusi for Killsteal.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
Already Throw Syndicate losing their first round on Basement Cafe slash Garage. Will now be defending towards on console meeting, with the Easy playing as the Vigil, be able to do some of his roaming duties. And also, interestingly enough, we do see the Vigil making some, a hole right towards the entrance. He's just prepping for a spawn peek towards the south spawn, where the attackers will spawn. And whether the defenders, aka the Hecko, will be able to place his ADS towards the yellow stairs, and so does Cheesy Chimkins with his Wamai magnet nades. Interestingly enough, it's going to be a bid who has that single deployable shield. Not sure where it is placed though. Maybe it's placed towards yeah, there you go. It's been placed towards on second floor console office double doorway, where we do see that deployable shield being placed. Maybe it will be the Wamai who's going to be defending in that specific position, and Hecko holding in from the yellow stairs. Easy, he will be the one trying to assert some dominance, decide to try to go aggressive towards the spawn side to get at least 1 or 2 kills, deal some major damage to the attackers, so that Clickbait should be cautious and alert when it comes to hunting those roamers. Hunting roamers would take a lot of time, but they eliminate at least one of them. That would give a huge sigh of relief for the attackers, so they'll be able to mainly focus towards the site and go for a smoke plant. In which the attackers, we still have the ace with a total of 2 smoke grenades. If he is alive, he'll be able to make one, but here comes the run out from Easy. He will find one, and he will gladly get that kill. Kingslayer goes down, and here comes the kill, but here comes Ash to provide his surprise attack there, which will Luxia getting the frag on towards Easy. That's a good refrag coming in, but here comes Cheesy Chimkins with yet another aggression. Not working out that well in their favor. Too much aggression from Throw Syndicate, going to cost them yet another life, with Cheesy Chimkins, and Easy goes down, making it a 4v3 situation.
I'm not sure what Cheesy Chimkin was thinking over there, going out into the run out of balcony. I don't think he knew that Teddy was there, or he probably did and decided to try his luck anyway. But knowing Team Clickbait, you don't want to do that, especially seeing as they are hot on Throw Syndicate's trail right now in the leaderboard. Throw Syndicate won the previous match, putting them up to the top spot in Division 3. So Clickbait will be fighting extra hard this match. Hecko taking a bit of damage right there. Not the headshot, mind you, so he won't be taken care of instantly. But that's put him below half HP. It's going to make him reconsider the kind of gunfights he wants to go for. Noxy upside down rappel inside, just outside, excuse me, of those double console windows. But again, the action seems to have gone to a bit of a standstill. We've got Luxia from down below coming up, trying to see if we can get one. Teddy finds a bit, but gets refragged by Killsteel. Good refrag, but that's going to put them on a 2v3. There we go. Killsteel takes down Luxia on that spiral approach, and now the plant has to go down. It will be Noxy. He's going for it. Will he be heard? Will he be shot at? He will be, but the kill won't be confirmed. But Killsteel gets his triple, and it's now a post plant. Can the ace be found? And the counter defuse, will it go off? Is the real question right here. Noxy gets one. Can he get the other one, though? He does not see the Malusi, and Killsteel with the quad will clutch it out for his team. What a play indeed for the side of Throw Syndicate. More importantly, for the side of Killsteel, as we'll see in the instant replay. Beautifully done by the man himself, knowing that his team could collapse at any given point, and they did. The push and the retake wasn't quite there, but Clickbait fell apart going into sight. Unfortunately, not sure what quite happened per se. Maybe it could have been a lack of journeying, it could have been just poor positioning, or it could have been that they got caught off guard by the remaining two defenders of the side of, of the side of Throw Syndicate. Whichever it was, we will see an interesting change in sight from Throw Syndicate. I believe we saw this last week as well. Basement Archives and Tellers will be the side of choice from the side of TS going into round 3. Not a sight that you see. I mean, it is slowly becoming a sight that we see often. As of last week, we saw it at least, 3-4 times in Division 3. And yeah, I'm not sure what the idea is. It could work. They have the meter, they've got the pulse, the C4s, the information. It's all there. But given what we saw last week, this site was not won by... Oh, no.
What happened?
Did Cheesy do exactly what I think he did? We heard that window pop. We heard the black mirror pop. Yep, there we go. Just saw it out of the little bit of an opening that happened because we were spectating easy right there. Cheesy Chimkins has unfortunately popped the mirror window that was facing blue corridor into the entry from these stairs. Very unfortunate for the man. It's a bit of utility that could have gone his way. Could have been very advantageous, in fact. Well, not. And that's one less mirror window to rely on.
Boy, this is not going well here for Team Throw Syndicate. Although they did, however, win that, the 4K that we did get to witness from Killsteel. I apologize, my tongue kind of rolled away out of existence, but I'm just trying to make sure that we'll be able to, try it back up and just put it, right back where it was. Anyways, round 3 action phase 1-1. Clickbait still trying to make some amends in the third round. Hoping to get that kill would be much more appreciated. That would be like early kills for Kingslayer. He knows that there is 2 players holding in towards on admin office. The only problem is he need to get the drop first. He doesn't have any information. He knows that there is players playing from that exact same location because the site is on basement tellers and first floor archives. The pulse in which he's able to give good amount of information here right towards basement. He'll be able to give the information even from the first floor and second floor as well. If being at the proper positioning, maybe you'll be able to get one. The Ash, unaware of that hatch being opened as Hecko claims the life of Luxia. That's one kill coming in from Throat Syndicate, and so does Noxy, where he's going to go down and gets dropped with the diffuser being dropped. With the C4 from Cheesy Chimkins eliminating almost half the team of Kickbait, which leads to Sam and Kingslayer, who is in towards the spiral stairs. They need to make a move, and they've lost everything. They still, Throw Syndicates have C4s from the Pulse, the Mira, the Mute. All they need is an information, and that information is about to come out from Hecko. Now the push comes in, but Sam easily takes it out, gets that double kill, eliminating Hecko. Tries to give some momentum back in their favor with the site being on basement archives. it will be very difficult for them. The side is still on first floor tellers, in which the Mira and the Pulse is still alive. They're giving good amount of information, and even though if they do go for a plant in towards the tellers, they need to be prepped and prepared for those C4s. Push will come in from Zam, thinking of going for a fake plant. No, there you go. He's going to go for a normal plant. He knows that there is Pulse playing in. That is a good spot to make sure that they'll be able to make would not get that C4 kill. C4 comes in, doesn't connect just yet. Sam just anticipated that move, but here comes the push from GC Chimkins right from the stage to eliminate one, but Kingslayer gets the drop, gets 2 kills, and it all leads down to a 1v1 fight. The kill steal versus Kingslayer. Kingslayer doesn't have the C4, but Kingslayer is going to go for the plant. Does he has the shotgun? No, he has the UMP. Oh, he's going to lose everything. He's going to go for the push. He's going to lose it out. The push comes in. Kingslayer needs to go for the plant, in which he will be going for it, but here comes Killsteal with the force. He's going to push it out, but in the end, it's going to be throw Syndicate. Winning round 3, close call from both the teams, but in the end, it's going to be throw Syndicate, winning Basement Archives and First Floor Tellers. What a close round. What a close round for Comfort. As we proceed to round 4, where the site will be on Basement Cafeteria and Garage.
That could have been Kingslayer's round had he just stuck that first plant. Now, of course, assuming that the Pulse was still down below, which he was, he did well to get himself out of harm's way. He could have climbed onto the table, the back table as well, and gone for the plant any of the elevated positions where the Pulse couldn't shoot through. I'm not sure what the decision making was. If he was just trying to make the Pulse come up, he was trying to get him while he made that rotate, but it was very clear that the Pulse wasn't about to. He was very much content to just sit back and shoot from below. That's what he was doing, dislodging Kingslayer every single time he tried to go for that plant. And unfortunately, because of that bizarre set of decisions made by Kingslayer, it cost the side of Clickbait that round as well. Again, it could have been a very good 1v3 clutch, but it did not happen the way Kingslayer wanted it to go. That's going to put Throw Syndicate 2-1 up in the match. Clickbait, you know, trailing for once in their attacking round set. That's not going to be that's not going to make them happy about the situation at all, but they're going to need to work around that, see what they can bring out in this match for themselves, and see if they can deny the side of Throw Syndicate their defending wins. Because if they are able to, then going on to the other side of Role Swap, they will be on the advantage, taking defense one step at a time. Of course, Consulate itself, attacker sided as a map, and that is something that Clickbait has to take advantage of right now. Lexia, damage taken, not sure if that was a C4, an impact grenade, or his own breaching charge that did that to him. Regardless, he is well below the 75 HP mark that's highlighted on that health bar right there, which means he's gonna have to be careful. Plenty of guns can now take him down with 1 or even 2 bullets less required. Nearly takes the head off of Easy with the attempted wallbang right there, but the Mute will survive and persevere and will again open up that vertical angle that he used a few rounds ago. Another breaching run goes off, but Lexia will still survive the peak, as that is not going to come out from Easy. He knows he has to be patient, and there we go. Vertical line of sight, and all right. Interestingly enough, the Hibana won't be... What? Are you serious? Teddy Oi, where were you looking? Why didn't he turn around? He couldn't see the Mute one way. You turn around at the door, my friend. He didn't. He gave away Lexia's life to Easy, only for it to be refragged by Zam. But too little, too late. 2 very, very important operators dropped. And now it's going to be a 4v3. Throw Syndicate taking the lead. Kingslayer taking a bit of damage on second floor, trying to peek the roamer. He will fail. And that is Killsteal again, shutting down the Zofia. That's going to put it in a 2 versus 4 with less than 60 seconds remaining. Clickbait in a bad position.
With two players remaining on the side of Clickbait, they need to make a move, in which Nox will be able to use his Summer Breach charges to make lines of sight and also an entryway towards the garage. With Zam still gaining the control on towards the piano room, with damage already been done from Easy, and also 4 players still alive on the side of defense. Going for this execute will be a very difficult challenge. Dronauts will come in to give that one final information. That information could be vital for the attackers. They need to get at least 4 kills, in which Killsteel has started making his move, pushing in towards the piano, trying to get those kills and try to eliminate Nomad. Whereas on the other side, it's going to be the Age is going to go down. Zam eliminates the Killsteel, but here comes the push. The push from the Kite will win one, and the Alda, on the other hand, eliminates Zam, as Throw Syndicate will win round 4 basement garage cafeteria, and they will be the one to be in a very strong lead 3-1 on defense map Consulate as we proceed to round 5. Round 5, maybe this side will be much more difficult for the attackers to deal with, because the only round that Team Clickbait did win was on the basement cafe garage. And yes, talking about that previous round where we did see Easy, who was playing as the mute, who he did used his trigger discipline to wait for the bait to arrive and eliminate 2 birds in 1 stone. If I mean, accordingly, it wasn't 2 birds in 1 stone. He did use 2 shotgun shells to take out first Teddy Oi and then the Ash, but still kind of works as a 2 birds in 1 stone way, because the Ash didn't have any information nonetheless. So 1 to 3 through Syndicate is in the lead. Side is on second floor console meeting, and let's see how well the cookie crumbles.
I like how you absolutely slowed down right towards the end.
I just nearly collapsed.
Well, then.
I mean, it was a metaphor. I'm just joking, by the way, guys. Just joking.
Yeah, I mean, the cookie crumbles and Baba falls off his chair. I guess I can kind of get it, but it's a little hard to make out, given that we are on the on the game screen and not on our faces. So it would have been better as a slightly more physical joke, but regardless.
Yeah, I was trying to pull up a punchline, but that punchline ended up being slow and it's like you're using a toaster with a cheese when you're trying to spread the cheese into the toaster. That's how slow I was into trying to say the cookie crumbles thing.
Well, that is certainly an interesting analogy of cheese in a toaster. I'm pretty sure that would ruin your toaster. But anyway, coming off of whatever Baba is on right now. Oh, okay. Lots of damage done to Heko right there, as the Jaeger will be very low on HP. And there we go. Grenade will clean up on that kill. Kingslayer takes the first frag, quite literally. And that will be the Jaeger taken care of. Good stuff from Clickbait to find that first one, but they need to find even more. Again, Throw Syndicate, they can still make it back from the situation. They have a hefty lead on their hands right now. Luxia on his drone, finding 1, finding 2. Hello, Vigil just disappearing on the drone, but hell, okay then. Cheesy Chimkin peeking the skylight. Very, very freak indeed, as Easy will in the meanwhile go down to the Ash. A drop comes in, and that's going to put the side of Throw Syndicate once again back in the disadvantage zone. But, oh, okay. Killsteel tried to go for a peek as well. Won't work. The Ash wins these, and that is Alexia, my man. You do not peek him like that. A bit right now. Bad position from him, but he will still get the Ash. The headshot comes in when it matters most, making it a 2v3. This could be a 2v4 clutch if a bid and Cheesy Chimkin play this well enough, which will be very, very hard. They need to position themselves properly. And Cheesy Chimkin, oh boy, nearly getting taken out for his trouble. Do not go for that. I'm pretty sure there's an air jab there. It's being watched by the Nomad herself. Never mind. That the air jab comment, delete that from our memory shell. A bit 1v3. Last man standing inside of the bathroom, interestingly enough. Being able to go down as well. Kingslayer takes him down, and Clickbait showing up to the attack finally will get around in their favor. and put themselves up in a 2-3, still at a disadvantage, but a much closer situation than the 1-3 that they were in not too long ago. Now, if they win this round, they could make it 3-3, equalize going into roll swap, but then they would have to rely on their defense, which, it's still pretty good. Their defense is still pretty good, but against the attack of Throw Syndicate, it may or may not be forced to fall apart, or, as Baba says, be forced to make the cookie crumble.
Or you can just say a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of dialogues which you can actually, add. Force requires mass into acceleration. My goodness, I remember that. I still remember that. I could have written it out in my science examination. Unfortunately, I failed in that language. But anyways, yeah.
When you said force, the
Mhm.
first thing that actually popped into my head was "May the force be with you,"
Mhm.
not F equals mass into acceleration.
Acceleration.
So I guess we now know who's who in this caster's set,
10 seconds to go.
and
Bomb
I'm
located
certainly
by
the more
attackers.
nerdier one here.
Yeah, I mean, nerdier one when it
5
comes to
seconds left.
pop culture, and me being nerdier ones when it comes to me about
Attackers
education.
objective
Anyways,
is
action
bomb.
phase will proceed. Cheesy Chimkins will make his final reinforcements towards the bathrooms. Oh my goodness, I'm just starstruck. The only thing that arrives in my mind was force
Attackers
equals to
bomb
mass
diffuser
into
has been
acceleration. I just
dropped.
cannot get it out of my head. I mean, seriously. I mean, I could have just said "May the force be with you," but now I'm just gonna head out and say force equals mass into acceleration. I'm
Attackers
just
have
gonna.
recovered their diffuser.
I'm sorry, I'm just dragging this out. Let me just head back to the match here as one of the players on the side of Clickbait has unfortunately been disconnected, which would make it in a very uncomfortable 4v5 situation. Since this is round 6, the last round of first half, and Teddy, interestingly enough, with the bearing 9 not being able to equip the any of the sights for it will be very difficult to control the recoil from the iron sight. So let's see how well Teddy is going to perform well for now. He's just having a bad day for today, but hopefully in this round he'll be able to make some amends. Zam will proceed heading in towards the second floor console office with a lot of free fires being made from the castle right from below. That would be Hecko, who in fact did make that vertical line of sight, and Kingslayer will immediately eliminate the Jaeger as well as Zam,
Attackers
which kills
recovered the
still
bomb.
gets one. A lot of refrags coming in as the drop comes in, and it's going to be Cheesy Chimkins taking out the Ash, making it a 2v4 situation. Clickbait is already in big trouble here. Kingslayer already making his way towards the console from the console office to make that line of sight, forcing the defenders to be in a different position. With Cheesy Chimkins in towards public bathroom, and also the castle, who just repositioned himself towards the main lobby, knowing that there's only 2 players remaining. It's just going to be a matter of time where the execute happens from the attackers.
56 seconds. Clickbait, 2 players remaining. Teddyoy and Kingslayer. Hecko taking a lot of damage from vertical, and he's got to be careful. But no, here's the Hibana inside the set to take one. Also being spotted by the Alibi, but no, he will still take him down. Teddyoy, well done on those kills, but here's Killsteel to take a refrag, and another one. Double kill for Killsteel to finish off the round, and that will put Throw Syndicate into another pretty good advantageous situation. They are now 4-2 up going into the attack on Consulate. Clickbait in a disadvantage, and looks like there will be a request for the pause timer from the side of the current defense, i.e. excuse me right there, i.e. Team Clickbait, who will need a little bit of time to get Noxy back into the lobby. He was the one who disconnected from their side, of course, and they definitely felt the loss of that 5th in that previous round. Their push was made, and it would have been abetted by a 5th player being in that lobby at that time, but it wasn't to be, and they lost too many bodies too early, and that is unfortunately going to result in them being in this disadvantageous position. Now they have requested for the pause timer, which is 10 minutes by default. That is actually the amount of time the pause timer itself runs for. And right now, we're just waiting for the player to come back. Noxy, as soon as he does, we will resume the match. Hopefully, it doesn't take him too long. Otherwise, again, I'm still not too particularly certain about the ifs and buts of this ruling. Again, we're working with what we have, and what we have isn't exactly a whole lot. So, for the time being, game has been paused and we're waiting for Noxy to come back. And right now, of course, that gives us time to talk about the first half. Interestingly enough, pausing exactly on round 7 before it itself began means we can, excuse me right there, we can talk about the way that both sides played and what it could mean for the other side, the other half, if you will. Because if Consulate's play, the way it's being played, is to be believed today, then we might see it be slightly more defender sided than usual. And that has been a thing before. Sometimes we like to call, say, Clubhouse as defender sided. Suddenly, boom, attackers are winning round after round after round. Or say we call Oregon as defender sided again. Attackers start taking rounds. In the meanwhile, Noxy himself has come back into the lobby, and we're just seeing everything is in fact proper and in place from both sides. He's been given the alibi as well. He might six pick out of that, but both sides are ready, so we will be resuming with the match right now, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Pause timer has been unpaused, and we will be heading back into the match. Second floor console and meeting room from the side of Clickbait, who really need a win right now.
Well, I absolutely do agree on that, Jack. They desperately need a win, especially on the side of Team Clickbait, since they will be the ones on defense. The site will be on second floor console office. With it, we do see the deployable shield, aka the Kingslayer, who would be the one maybe holding in towards the office area of the console office. And also looking at the fans that has been rotating towards the admin office. This is actually, I wouldn't say the first time. We've seen this from time to time. It's just that the way how the fans just turn so symmetrically. It's almost it's like it's timing so well, don't you think, Jack?
10 seconds to go.
I like how you caught me off guard there. I got a message in my DMs and I needed to check that real quick. But right now, of course, timing certainly is going to matter in this situation for both sides, Clickbait and Throw Syndicate. And
what about the fan?
which fan?
I mean, I was actually talking about the fan in admin office, Jack.
Ah. No, because I meant it like there's plenty of fans in console. I had to take a second to think about which one you were talking about. Like I said, you caught me off guard, and that made me forget what was actually going on. So
It's all right. It's all right, Zach. It happens. I also have to apologize for you just giving away the questions right away. But anyways, let's just focus on the match here. Easy already repelled in towards the window of the bathrooms, in which that is exactly Luxia, who is currently playing as the Jaeger. Tries to contest the damage, will get deal with a lot of damage as well. He needs to play this passively, but the same cannot be said to Easy as well, because he is in a higher difficulties here. With Teddy Oi just trying to get that proper angle towards the hallway, in which Easy is still inverted repel. Luxia going very aggression, but that aggression is not going to work out well. Luxia unfortunately goes down from none other than Hecko, which leads to Clickbait in a very good position. Actually, I wouldn't say a good position, as Hecko eliminates Kingslayer. We see Zam and Teddy Oi trying to make some amends, taking out Hecko as well as Killsteal. The hard breach as well as the soft breach has been eliminated, but Chichi Chimkins, he sees one towards the connector, he downs and he gets the confirmation. 2v3, Chichi Chimkins eliminates Zam. Should be in a very difficult situation on the side of Clickbait. Teddy Oi still has the impact nades. And so does Noxy. The only problem is, will we see some aggressive plays? Yes, we do see it. We did hear Noxy using her impact nades to try to remove the air jabs which is placed at the windows. With it, the defenders, okay, that would be the alibi, will be free to go for that run out in which Chichi Chimkins is exactly in that same particular spot. In towards the connector window, but oh, that is a good damage there from the Zofia, using the impacts to deal major damage to Teddy Oi, which would give Clickbait in a very difficult situation a bit. He's going to go for the plant on the base on the console office. Easy, missing that timing, and Teddy Oi is going to get that kill. A bit goes down. 2v2. The diffuser has been dropped towards the console office, and Easy missing that opportunity might give throw Clickbait the round that they need. Teddy Oi still patiently waiting. They have the info. They need to make a push. To Noxy with the pre-fire. Fortunately, they won't get anyone just yet, and with the time about to go out, Noxy eliminating one, but here comes another pre-fire with Noxy eliminates one and gets the second, and Clickbait, my oh my, with a 2v4 situation led by Throw Syndicate, they did come back stronger than ever. Clickbait will be the one winning second floor console office on defense. So we proceed to round 8. The site will be on basement, garage, and cafeteria.
Basement, cafeteria, garage coming out from the side of Team Clickbait after a much needed victory and a very well secured victory as well. Just like you said, the 2v4 coming out when they needed it the most, and that is going to give them a better situation to work with. This match slowly heating up as both sides are bringing in their A game, or what resembles their A game for the time being. Kingslayer going into the mute with a 6th pick. Interestingly enough, the Kaid was the one to get 6 picked out, so no electrical interference being run by the side of the defense, and they are going to work off of denial and pure, no, not pure denial, of course. If it were pure denial, we'd see a Wamayan play, but regardless, denial will be the name of the game for now. Area, time, and intel, along with utility, of course, is going to be what they are aiming to take away from the side of Throw Syndicate. Throw Syndicate's attacks, right there, are more measured, more utility-based than Clickbait's are. They like to take some time, get themselves all the intel they could possibly get with their drones, with their callouts, and whatever other bits and pieces they gather through sound and visual cues, and then they make their push after doing utility clearance. In Operation Neon Dawn, of course, utility clearance itself is not exactly as heavy or as mandatory in a particular round as it used to be, but Throw Syndicate just want to be cautious over taking things too lightly, and they do what they need to do and do their needful before they get in and close towards sight. Clickbait, more of the, unhinged, all over the place, yet somehow still works kind of attack, which really, gives them the surprise factor, but unfortunately their attack today was a little lackluster. They seem to be forced into being more tame and put out of their comfort zone. Right now, Kill still taking a bit of damage from the yellow Sears Peak that the Malusi's making. Will do some damage in return, but will go down as well. The kill is not confirmed by Teddy Oi, but will he be able to go in and take it? No, he can't. He's spraying through the wall, trying to get it, but a bit. He's watching the console window, and exactly for Luxia's push, as Teddy Oi has been dealt a little bit more damage right there. He will finally go down. Cheesy Chimkin takes the kill and will revive Killsteal, making it a 5v3. Clickbait quite literally getting baited out with the sledge being downed inside of console, with 2 operators watching his cross, taking down 2 very crucial roamers. The Malusi and the Jaeger gone. That's going to force the Mute to come back to site to reinforce their defense down below, and that's Bathroom given away with some verticality that they can still use against the attackers. 70 seconds remain as Throw Syndicate are closing in towards site, with the drones coming out now. It's their final intel gathering play before they make the push.
Clickbait still in trouble with their man count, whereas on the side of Throw Syndicate, they don't have any problems dealing with it, but there might be, as Zam with the Ector SMG gets the first kill. It's going to be Kill Steal. It's going to be eliminated, who decide to push in towards the yellow stairs a bit with that double kill yet again, taking out Zam, which would give Noxy in a 1v4 situation. He's in towards security room. The prefires will come in towards Heko, and with 30 seconds left, the attacker still trying to hunt the last player remaining, who is now in towards Cafe, in towards the rotation, and Easy almost misses where exactly the Maestro's location is. He is concealed. The attacker doesn't have the exact location on where he is. He's going to go for the push. Noxy will actually get it. No, it does not. It's going to be a bit, eliminating the final operator on the side of Team Clickbait. Team Throws Syndicate will be the one to win their attack on Basement Cafe / Garage. 2 early kills, taking out the Melusi as well as the Jaeger for Throws Syndicate to mainly focus in towards the site. Did worked out well. A good place coming in from Throws Syndicate, as they are 2 rounds away to win the round. Basement Cafeteria and Garage will be the site. Let's see what's going to happen from this round.
Once again kicking themselves into a 2-round lead. The side of Throw Syndicate are not giving up, and you can bet that they will continue to take as many rounds as possible. Another interesting 6-pick coming out from the side of Clickbait, going out of the smoke into the pulse from Luxia. Very interesting indeed, all things considered. And with that, they're going to have, again, more intel to work with, and that C4 for, time, area, a little bit of time and area denial, but most importantly, taking down an operator or two, or, throwing it in a gamble in a bid to see if you can actually get an operator or two. That's the real question right now for the side of Team Clickbait. Can they stop themselves from getting taken down early, as in their roamers? In the last round, Teddyoy and Luxia, both of them fell early after downing Killsteal, and even though that was a very impromptu decision by the side of Throw Syndicate, they managed to use the down sledge as almost the perfect bait, forcing those 2 roamers to peak, and the 2 roamers got very, very kill hungry and did not hold back when they needed to. Again, getting it down is potentially a good thing, because that may or may not halt the attacker's push, forcing them into a position where they have to play by your rules. But unfortunately, they didn't do that. Clickbait, that is, and that costed them 2 very important operators. Teddyoy on the fallback nearly gets caught by one, and then another nearly falling into Easy's line of sight, but the Astros turned away, giving enough time for the Melusi to fall back into Visa. Easy, on the other hand, going down on yellow stairs, isn't going to see anyone, knows the reinforcements towards the side of piano bathroom wall, and that will give away the fact that there is again a mute playing in that general direction. Kingslayer, he's going to be allowed to hold there for the time being until the other roamers are cleared out, and the man himself has got a lot to work with, along with the pulse and whatever cameras are remaining on this building. It's going to give them a lot to work with indeed, but that's not going to help that cause, as Zam will take down Easy. But in the meanwhile, we saw the Nomad Cheesy Chimkin taking down Teddyoy. Again, very good drop. The Melusi being taken care of, but Easy going down, that's not going to help them, not at all.
Not at all indeed. 4v4, still the defenders may have a chance. Kingslayer with that C4 will immediately go back towards the cafe with a beautiful angle. Sees one. The SMG-11 claims the kill with a beautiful headshot, taking down a kill steal. Looks like that C4 did work well on the favor of Mute there, which would lead Throw Syndicate in a very difficult situation here. 3v4. They still have the hard breaches to open up the garage wall, but at what cost? They still haven't eliminated the vital players, in which they are about to eliminating Pulse there. Heko will actually gain that advantage once more. They still know that there is Maestro still manning those evil eyes. giving not only just the information but also the kill count using those lasers, as I was trying to talk about. Ace Summer Breach just being used to take out those Vulcan shield so that the Ace would go for a smoke plant, but he doesn't know that there is the evil eye cams being placed right nearby the white vans, both of them, which would give the garage hold very much on the side of Team Clickbait. Still 3v3. The Evil Eyes will be able to deal good amount of damage to the Zofia. The Zofia, actually, it's going to be Kingslayer taking out one. The Ace gets the other as Heko gets a double 2v2. The Ace trying to block the plant, in which Upbeat is going to go for it. It should be in a post-plant situation here. Throw Syndicate in a 1v2 situation. It all goes down to Heko. In a very difficult situation. Whips out the pistol. Will be able to down the Maestro. He needs to reload the AK, in which he's going to do it at the right time. Here comes Zam in towards the yellow stairs. He needs to make a push, and he's going to get that beautiful vector shot as Zam will get the final kill off of Heko. Let's see that in an instant replay, ladies and gentlemen, as Zam will proceed to go for the defuse, as Clickbait is still not out of the game yet, ladies and gentlemen. 4-5, round 9. Basement, Garage, and Cafe goes to the favor of Team Clickbait as we proceed to round 10.
Well, that was certainly a good attempt from the side of Throw Syndicate. However, losing the bodies when they didn't need to, getting refragged by the side of Clickbait, was more in line with what Clickbait needed to do, like we were talking about. Either don't lose bodies early, or if you do, retaliate in equal measure. That's going to put the attackers in a very uncomfortable position, and it most certainly did, forcing the side of Throw Syndicate to make some less than stellar decisions, shall we say, even though the plan going off by a bit with the Ace body blocking the Maestro's lasers. It was certainly an interesting play from the side of Throw Syndicate. However, they were not able to confirm off of that into the round win. They could not get those 2 kills, even though the Maestro was down. Unfortunately, the Ace, Heko, made the decision to peek wide on the white van right there, and got taken out for his trouble. Unfortunate for him, but the Vector SMG wins those gunfights 9 times out of 10 just because of a fire rate. Of course, that's subjective and prone to everybody else's experience. It could be different depending on how you decide to play that situation, but regardless, Clickbait take a round, and that will put them once again 1 round away from equalizing. They've been chasing the tail of Throw Syndicate for the entirety of this match so far. If they're able to take this round, they will go into an equalizer, which will put this match up in the air for everybody involved. Can they do that? We're about to find out on second floor console office.
Second floor console office it is for Team Clickbait. They just need to get those wins just to make sure that Throw Syndicate wouldn't get those kills. We did see a nade being thrown out as Steadyoy gets dealt a good amount of damage with the nade, but unfortunately won't get the perfect kills instead. Flashbangs, a lot of utilities being thrown out here as Heko has lost his total of 2 smoke grenades. That smoke grenades would have been much more vital when it comes to going for a plant. But even with Clickbait having numerous amount of information, with the Mozzie being able to get at least 1 drone, be able to give a good amount of information knowing if they're about to go for a plant on console office. Easy, on the other hand, maybe he might go for a rappel towards the bathroom windows or try to get an access towards the yellow stairs. And oh boy, did I just hear a 2-tap coming in from Kingslayer with the P10 drone? And yes, I have. It's going to be Cheesy Chimkins who's going to go down, putting it in a 5v4 situation.
Not a good situation to be in if you're Throw Syndicate. That is Cheesy Chimkin going down early as a kill will be confirmed. That's a retaliation and a refrag. Kingslayer being the one to fall on the hand of Easy. That's a good drop again. Teddywise somehow manages to escape via vaulting over the railings of yellow stairs. Not sure how that happened, but regardless, he is going to make his way to find Heko. That's a big drop indeed. That is also going to be a temporary setback because I believe the diffuser was dropped or something to that extent. Killsteal has since recovered it, and right now 3 versus 4. Clickbait slowly but surely equalizing this round count. Again, they just have to win this, and Luxia taking down a bit is put them one step closer, but Killsteal gets a kill, and Luxia will refrag instantly. He's now looking for the 4th one right now. That is easy, going back up to the roof. The Ash, last man, last player standing. How much can he pull off in this situation? I guess nothing. All right. He just quite literally decides to fall to his death. And we saw that through the eyes of the defender on yellow stairs as well. Interesting decision. Some tells me he may have even been able to pull it off. But, you know, this is Division 3. You get to see this every now and again, where the last player just outright gives up, if you will, and refuses to do much, even if it is a 1v3, 1v4. No matter how possible it looks, for whatever reason, they decide not to. Now, that could have been a mistake on Easy's end. Maybe he was trying something else. But regardless, even sitting there is a risk, because you run the risk of falling off by accident and, well, plummeting to your death, as shown by Easy's interesting decision making. Again, Throw Syndicate with some very interesting decision making today, not really doing too hot for themselves right now. They seem to be getting caught off in odd positions, just like how Kingslayer managed to get a 2-tap onto Cheesy Chimkin. Not sure where that came out from, but regardless, the fact that that happened was the big turning point. Cheesy Chimkins is usually the one to get those kills, multiple kills in fact, or at the very least start things off for Throw Syndicate. Taking him down is a good option, and Kingslayer certainly did that in that previous round. Clickbait finally equalizing against TS, putting this match's result, up in the air for all to see. We're about to find out who's about to take match point first. Will it be Clickbait? Will it be Throw Syndicate? That's the question we're here to answer in round 11.
Well, round 11 it is. Clickbait brought back to equalize the round against Throw Syndicate. 5-5. The site will be on Basement Archives, and tell us this site is going to be difficult for Team Clickbait to even secure this round. We don't see any. We actually do see a pulse being brought up. The only main question is, do we see the shotgun? And talking about shotgun, the Melusi unfortunately goes down, and Ash also decides to go very aggressive, in which Noxy claims the life of Easy. Already the bodies have been dropped, making it a 4v4. And back to the conversation that I was talking about, having Pulse being brought up with the M5 shotgun would be much more devastating, because most of the time he'll be holding towards on Basement Archives, using the cardiac sensor to give vital information on where exactly the plant's been happening. He'll be able to use the shotgun to eliminate one of the specific attackers. So let's see if that works out well, if Clickbait does bring in the shotgun operator. But here's comes a very aggressive push from the Sophia, in which he will succeed, eliminating Kingslayer, making it a 3v4 situation. They have a good amount of time. They can be able to drone it out, but they do see the Jaeger. Yes, he does a bit. He'll be able to take out Jaeger as well towards the long desk, as Noxy has been eliminated. This time Clickbait is in big trouble, as there is only 2 players left. 2 players in which are currently in Basement Archives. They have those C4s, they have those weapons. The only thing that they need is that confirmation of kills. They need to find 4 players, in which Zam will be able to find out 2 with the help of his cardiac sensors, indicating that there is players in towards the Basement Archives. The plant will go in towards the desk to make sure that the C4 would not happen. And here we go. It's going to be a post-plan situation coming in from Throw Syndicate. All they have to do is to force the defenders out of that site. Let's see what's going to happen here. C4 will come in from Zam, would not connect, which leads to a very bad decision making coming in on the side of Clickbait. Although Luxia will be able to find one, with him dealing a lot of damage here, but Kills will be able to go for an immediate refag, and so does the 8 towards the second floor admin to get the final kill. Throw Syndicate will be the one to be on a match point. Round 11, Basement Archives first for tellers goes to them. Match point for Throw Syndicate. Clickbait is they still have one more chance to put this match on overtime. Will it happen, or will Throw Syndicate diminish their dreams? Let's find out.
For the time being, match point confirmed. Throw Syndicate finally pulling things together. Better late than never, as they say. And now we're going to be heading to Basement Garage and Cafeteria, excuse me, from the side of Clickbait. They need this round desperately, as Luxia with the 2 billion IQ 6-pack right there. Jaeger into the Jaeger, keeping the denial that operator brings. And why I say Clickbait desperately needs this, because they are still fighting for that top spot. Throw Syndicate are currently the ones occupying number 1 in Division 3 after their win earlier today. If they win this one, then that will put them on an even higher platform and giving them quite the run in terms of qualifying for Division 2 next season. If they are able to, then let's just say it's going to make for a very interesting Div 2 next season, ladies and gentlemen. And the new year will be starting off with quite the bloodbath in that division. Indeed, again, it all comes down to how the teams are going to be organized, with Division 1 losing a few of its teams, 3 to be specific, to the turning tide of relegations and promotions, and Division 3 having 3 teams going into Div 2, again, through the tide of promotions. It's going to make for a very interesting January, that is for sure. But for the time being, this push from Clickbait needs to be, this defense, excuse me, from Clickbait needs to be at its absolute best, and they need to not make any mistakes whatsoever. They can make a few, of course. Throw Syndicate aren't exactly, absolutely gods at punishing mistakes from the side of their opponents. But TS are more vigilant than most, and they will still notice that, all right, there's a mistake being made here. Let's capitalize on this if we can. We try to do it, and right now Easy will be down. That's bad. Unfortunate push from the man. But is there anybody to refag? Yes, there is, but he will be found instead. Kingslayer, beautiful shot and a beautiful double kill. He will take down Easy and a Cheesy Chimkins, and that will make things infinitely harder for the side of Throw Syndicate. They've lost 2 players very early, and that too to a Vigil roaming very aggressively. Kingslayer, he's decided enough is enough and has gone for those 2 peaks. That second shot was pretty good, mind you, going in wide on that peak to somebody who's vaulted in and is already peeking in your direction. Not the best thing in the world, but right now we're gonna have to move on from that one. Luxia in the meanwhile taking some damage, but it won't matter. Teddyo takes down Kill Steal, and that's another one gone. The sledge and a beautiful headshot onto a bid, the Zofia, and suddenly Throw Syndicate have collapsed entirely. Not sure what happened to them. This is not the performance we see from them usually, excuse me. As King starts going for a peek, there's a run out. No, that's just the window being broken, but that's a distraction. It won't matter. That's a kill confirmed, and Luxia goes out and it takes the refrag. Indeed, Kingslayer cursing his own aim, interestingly enough, as we will see that in the instant replay. But ladies and gentlemen, Clickbait, they were 5-6 down. They took a round, and I believe everybody knows what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Overtime is in play.
Overtime is in play, ladies and gentlemen. 6-6. Winner takes all. Loser may have to try their luck back in the next round. Who knows? Maybe it might be Throw Syndicate. Maybe Clickbait who's going to lose it out, but still, this is going to be one heated match after all. 6-pick will come in from Kingslayer, switching off from the operator to the Vigil, and so does the attackers there, bringing in the sledge. Oh boy, overtime. Throw Syndicate on attack. I mean, all they had to do was to just eliminate Easy and Cheesy Chimkins, who were in towards the second floor meeting hallway. It didn't work out well because there was the Vigil getting those 2 important kills, followed up with Teddyo getting his own 2 kills towards on console office window. Oh boy. it's a moment of truth here. I have absolutely zero idea on what's going to happen here, but it is there is still a chance for Team
10 seconds
Clickbait to win this specific match. Because if they do, and just like Jack talked about it, they'll be able to at least get back into the top standings, in which Throw Syndicate did win against a specific team, which was against Spectre Gaming on map Clubhouse. 7-2 was the scoreline, which had the higher round conversion. With this match going to overtime, not only the round conversion will go down, but also the standings, in which Clickbait might go to the top of the standings. Will it happen, or will we see Throw Syndicate getting that win? We are about to find out in this action phase. Kill Seal already in towards the repelled window of meeting room. Zam is just going to pre-fire, thinking that there might be a specific operator who is still holding that angle towards our meeting window. But, we haven't seen any bodies being dropped just yet, but a nade will be thrown out towards the admin office. Echo with the nade. It's going to eliminate Teddy Oi instantly, which would give Throw Syndicate the major advantage when it comes to the man count, as Teddy Oi has been eliminated. Although her Banshee deterrent will still be available, in his Throw Syndicates need some problems dealing with. They still have much more nades. I mean, they only have one grenades, in which Echo has, and also Cheesy Chimkins with a total of 3 flashbangs to blind any of the particular players who is equipped with a shotgun or is in a close range combat.
Most certainly, for the time being, we've just got Clickbait grappling with the fact that they've lost Teddy Oi, and Throw Syndicate rappelling up to the roof, just seeing what they can get away with for the time being. Not much time, mind you. That is 75 seconds remaining for this attacking team. A good first grenade and another explosion goes off in Kingslayer's vicinity, taking a little bit of HP off of his overall health pool, but he is more than healthy in this situation, ready to take these peaks as breaches are going off onto that long corridor wall, the long desk wall, excuse me, and Zam, undeterred with the breaches going off behind him, is gonna get one, and that is Killsteel taken over the board. He's gonna have another challenger approaching from the Visa stairs. Can he get to them in time before they get to him? No, he won't. Cheesy Chimkin takes a kill, and that will be Zam taken care of. The diffuser is still dropped, mind you, and they have to pick it back up if they want to go for the plan, but Hecka will go down. In the meanwhile, all the pre-firing won't matter. Noxie will be dropped, and there's a down onto Easy. That was the result of the Aldous pre-fire. Luxia has been down, leaving Kingslayer, the last man standing, makes a breach in the barricade, sees one, and that's a diffuser drop as well. Big play coming out from the Vigil right there, as it is a 2v1, effectively speaking. Kingslayer cannot revive Luxia, not in this position. He will see one, tries to go for the head, but he will miss. A bid will shut him down. And that will be Throw Syndicate once again taking another round in the advantage. A beautiful round coming out from the side of TS. I'd say beautiful with a hint of trepidation, of course, because it wasn't the best that they have performed on the attack. It was shaky and certainly needed better intel gathering, better positioning. And while the refrag game was there were multiple instances where Clickbait could have completely shut them down. It was because Clickbait messed up in their own accord that the side of Throw Syndicate made it away with that play. Basement, Cafeteria, and Garage being the side of choice. We'll see round 14 come to play. 7-6 overtime match points secured for the side of Throw Syndicate. They are still very close to the win, still looking like they might take this all the way. But again, they are so close, yet so far. One more round, and if they're not able to confirm it here, they have one final chance. Clickbait, same result. One round if they are unable to win it this time, and if they are, then maximum overtime will be the place of the showdown.
Oh boy, I mean, even if we do take a look at the scoreboards, in which Clickbait, oh boy, a lot of double digits coming in from both the teams. 14, 11, 10 from Kingslayer, Teddy Oi, and Zam. And on the side of the throw syndicate, kill steal a bit Hecko with a good 10 kills. Oh boy, this is a very heated fight, as I would like to call it. 6-7. Throw syndicate will be the one on overtime match point. Let's see how well it's gonna go down. Will Throw Syndicate will be able to win their defense, or will Clickbait get the best of it? We're about to find out in the early phase. Still, we haven't seen any early kills. Just like when Throw Syndicate were on attack with a beautiful nade being thrown to take out Teddy. This time is just going to be some patience game coming in from TS. We might see some roam players, and that would be Killsteal, who's in towards the Visa, and Cheesy Chimkins in towards the server room. They just the attackers will go for the drone works, and so does the Ace Selma breach charges, which will be used to make a line of sight, aka the entryway towards the garage entrance. That would be their main objective, but their optional objective would be to get the control towards the piano room, in which the Hibana will do exactly that. But Cheesy Chimkins, he's very close, and so does the Mute in towards the piano, holding both the hatches as well as the entryway of the yellow stairs. Kingslayer will be able to take out both the castle armor panels as well as the hatch, which would give a total of 0 impact nades being present on the side of the attackers. Will need to rely on Luxia's breaching charges to make lines of sight or open up any particular hatches or the armor panels. With that, Clickbait, they are wasting a lot of time here. They haven't lost any players, and so does Throw Syndicate, in which the defenders have already gained the upper hand. Cheesy Chimkins, he knows that there is one player already in towards the test. The push is going to happen, and he's going to win that gunfight. Is going to be the Zofia, aka Kingslayer, taking out Cheesy Chimkins, making it a 5v4 situation, but he doesn't see easy, in which he gets taken out. Almost about to get taken out. Whips out the pistol. Does Kingslayer get it? No, he does not. The Mute still stays alive, but not for long, as Teddy gets the kill, taking out Easy GS. The Hibana tries to use one, but Killsteal on the other hand try to make some amends here. They're taking out Zam, making it a 4v3 situation, and his Throw Syndicate is still in trouble. 36 seconds.
I do apologize right there. Most certainly right now, Clickbait in a bit of trouble as the Jaeger Killsteal going around for a flank on Spiral. Has he been spotted? I don't think so, which means he could go for a big play right now. Noxy going for the plant, but no, he'll be denied. Hecko takes him down. A plant diffuser, excuse me, secured, but the man himself will go down as well. Teddy gets a double through the smoke, and that's going to resume the plant from the side of Luxia. Killsteal trying to make a play right now on yellow stairs. The Zofia doesn't know, and one kill will be secured, but Killsteal cannot find the Ash before she gets away from his sights. It's a 2v2 post plant with Luxia playing far, far away from the actual diffuser. Long line of sight, much required, and the Hibana, Teddy inside of the small room, not seen, will get one and then get down. The Ash repositioning behind the vehicle outside of garage is going to see the Jaeger approaching points and pings coming out, and the Jaeger's outside the building. He'll go down. Luxia makes sure of that, and that will be Clickbait taking the round. We are not done with this game, ladies and gentlemen, as it continues for the final time. That is right, Clickbait chasing the tail of Throw Syndicate for this entire game now have to own up to their name as a threat in Division 3 by knocking Throw Syndicate's newly gained top spot off of their heads. It is the final chance, the last 4 or 5-ish minutes that they can do it for. And if they are able to, then they will regain number 1 at the end of day 3 of Division 3. One final round to go, and we are going to see that happen on second floor, console office and meeting room. And before I pass it on to Baba, I do have to apologize. I kind of stole your turn right there, but you paused for an extended period of time, so I was like, okay, let's go. But you know,
Yeah, right. I mean, to be honest, I was supposed to give it to you, but I actually did kind of forgot. So even I also have to apologize.
I mean, the action was ramping up. I can't exactly blame you. I would probably have ended up doing the same, even though I hate to admit it. But yeah.
Well, anyways, the fun unfortunately will come to an end after this end of round 15. The final of the final round
10
to
seconds left
determine
before
who's
insertion.
going to win the map of Consulate. Will it be
5
Clickbait
seconds
or
left
will it
before
be Throw
insertion.
Syndicate? Let's find out when the action
Attackers are
phase
moving out to
comes
locate a
into
bomb.
play. Easy, already having the upper hand when it comes to having information. A drone already in admin office indicating that there might be a Jaeger playing in towards that specific position. And Hecko, we actually did see him use those nades put up to good use, eliminating Teddy right off the bat from that exact same spot of the admin office. I mean, it was the Melusi who was taken down an early kill from Throw Syndicate, but this time it will be different because you have Kingslayer with the pulse. They have the information. They know how many players in who is been repelling, who is right from below. Every single information that Clickbait has, they have it with the help of the Pulse's cardiac sensor. Flashbangs being thrown out, make sure that they'll be able to catch at least one of the ADSs so that
A
they will
bomb has
be
been
able to
located.
take out the player who is holding towards the meeting. Intel will be given
Attackers have
for the
located a
attackers
bomb.
and so does the defenders too, in which Zam is in towards the meeting bomb way would give a lot of problems. But here comes the first frag. It's going to be easy, taking out Noxy. That's an important kill as the alibi goes down in towards the admin office. They will get that access in which Clickbait is already in a one-man disadvantage. Kill steal yet again, giving good amount of information. Vamai failing to take out that drone will be able to give much more information towards Throw Syndicate, and it will be very difficult for Clickbait to even to retaliate back. Easy already with the ASMR breach charges to open up the meeting room, and Teddy will fall back towards the site. Talking about it, it's going to be the first frag from Sam right towards the connector, taking out Cheesy Chimkins as the score count, as the man count is equalized, and Kingslayer will add one more to his tally, taking out Hecko right towards the admin office hatch. Easy also goes down. What just happened? Clickbait started to make a turn here. 4v2. It all goes down to Killsteal and Abbott, in which the Jackal has been compromised. They know that one is in towards the meeting room. One goes down. He needs to find three more, in which one already playing also close towards the connector. Pre-fire comes in. Sam's going to lose that gunfight, in which Killsteal gets the double kill. It all goes down yet again in a 2v2 situation. Kingslayer in with the pulse. He needs to fall back towards the side, but he needs to do it ASAP. But he still has those C4s. He still has that cardiac sensors to relay information to their teammates. They know that the side plan is going in towards the meeting room. And Abed is just they don't have any more time here. 26 seconds left. The push will come in, which would give the location of the Jackal. He's gonna go down. Teddy with yet another kill. It all goes down to the Zofia. Finds the shot, doesn't get the connect just yet. The alibi giving good amount of information, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Teddy with the final kill, taking out Abed, as we will see Throw Syndicate. Actually, the defenders win it out on a hard-fought victory, 8-7. A job well done to Clickbait there. Oh boy, what a match that we did get to witness there, ladies and gentlemen. A close round, a close match, even with the 2v4 converted into a 2v2. But in the end, the Prisma's holograms are the one to be the MVP of that round. Good information. The Jackal being tracked from the Alibi's holograms. Next thing you know, it is Zofia who gets tracked from the Alibi's holograms. And Teddy, all he just had to do is just go for that wonderful pre-fire, and there you have it. Clickbait will be the one to put the scoreline 8-7 to win against Team Throw Syndicate. 8-7. That is a lot of rounds, and also uh, a very fun match to watch. Whether Throw Syndicate and Clickbait, both of them are still in round one. I mean, first position. I believe it's going to be Clickbait who will be in the first position according to the round conversion. So congratulations to them, but still they have a lot more rounds to go. Speaking of which, let's go back and relive the moment. Jack, take it away.
Thank you for that, Baba. And indeed, a beautiful, beautiful game from the side, excuse me, there of both Throw Syndicate and Team Clickbait. But at the end, it was Clickbait who stole away the win from TS. Unfortunately, Throw Syndicate could not make the push required to play and get the win right at the end, and it was down to the same mistakes that were plaguing them for the entirety of the game. Somewhere, somehow, their Intel game is not exactly working out to 100%, and sometimes, in certain rounds, you would just see them positioning themselves in just terrible areas, in positions that they just don't need to, or sometimes just outright not looking where they're supposed to, like right here. Teddy down, trying to find the mute, never turned around once, sort of left it up to Luxia to try and find where the mute's location was, and, well, Luxia on reaction could not punish the mute for going for the kill on the downed operator. That's what we got to see from the side, from both teams, really. Both of them made a hefty share of mistakes, bad runouts, terrible positioning, and some, very questionable decisions indeed, along with issues with Intel gathering, drone placements not quite working out. But hey, we're in Division 3. These mistakes, believe it or not, these mistakes are more common than meets the eye. Usually we just see teams performing better than that, especially Throw Syndicate and Clickbait. Both are teams that have performed far better than the mistakes that they made today. But looking past all of the mistakes, this match was certainly one that had more great moments than it did bad, or questionable moments, shall we say. There were plenty of potential clutches that could have been, that Clickbait or Throw Syndicate could have had, and they were denied because of just getting outplayed in many positions. And then there were other times where you had, say, Throw Syndicate in the lead. They were really making the side of Clickbait pay, only for Clickbait to turn around and end them in that particular round as well. It was just an amazing experience to see this kind of game, and Division 3 is certainly one of those divisions that we love to see these sorts of plays happening. Okay, a little bit of a premature ending to relive the moment right there. Not sure what happened, but looks like we will actually be ending the stream here, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunate, but we will have to stop tonight because of host end issues and whatnot. And of course, it is rather late, so we want our players to be able to play comfortably without having to worry about being on an on-stream game. So we'll be ending things here, and the results will be updated when the matches are all done. With that being said, that's going to be it from myself, Blackjack, my co-host Babagusta, and our admin Eisen, as we will see you tomorrow with day 4 of Division 3. Stay tuned and good night.